Do you have a stocks and shares ISA? How would you feel if someone came in and took away nearly half of it? Unfortunately, that's precisely what might happen when you die, particularly for wealthier investors. ISAs are subject to inheritance tax, and unlike other investments, you cannot put your ISA in trust. So unless you pass it on to your spouse on your death, those who inherit your fund could be landed with a 40% inheritance tax bill. Many investors unwittingly fall into this trap, but you don't have to. A recent rule change means you can now pass your ISA onto your loved ones IHT-free. And no, you don't have to sell your investments and give the proceeds away. Let me explain. Since 2013, you've been able to invest in AIM stocks through your ISA. Many AIM stocks qualify for something called Business Property Relief, BPR in short. This was originally designed to allow family businesses to be passed on through the generations IHT-free. It's been extended over time, so now many AIM and unlisted businesses enjoy that perk. What could this mean for you? If your ISA is invested in qualifying AIM stocks, you can pass it on to your loved ones free of IHT. That's provided you hold the shares for at least 2 years and still hold them on your death. What's more, this applies whether your ISA is worth £10,000 or £1 million. There are no limits. If your circumstances change and you want or need some of that money, it's yours. You can take it out. Though of course, the amount you withdraw would no longer be IHT-free, and the value of your ISA will depend on performance. Also, AIM shares are less liquid than ordinary shares, so they'll usually take longer to sell. There's a catch. Not all AIM shares qualify. So how do you know which do? How could you select the right shares? The solution could be simple. You could transfer your ISA or part of it into a ready-made, professionally managed AIM inheritance tax ISA portfolio. When you do, you continue benefiting from the standard ISA tax benefits, tax-free growth, and no further tax on income. Then after 2 years, the IHT exemption should kick in. So what are the risks? AIM ISA portfolios are investments. The value could fall as well as rise, so you could get back less than you invest. Capital is at risk. An AIM IHT ISA portfolio may be more risky and less diversified than a conventional, well-diversified stocks and shares ISA portfolio. The companies you invest in may be smaller, newer, or subject to less stringent checks and regulations compared to a listed business. Inevitably, this carries extra risks. So AIM ISAs are not for everyone. Like any ISA, the investment is in your name, so you can access your assets if need be. However, because AIM shares are much less liquid than those listed on the main London Stock Exchange, it will usually take longer to liquidate your portfolio. Please remember, tax rules can change and tax benefits depend on your circumstances. The availability of business property relief will require portfolio companies to maintain their qualifying status should they lose it. IHT relief would be lost too. That said, for those comfortable with investing and the risks, AIM ISA portfolios could be a great way to pass your ISAs to your family. Unlike many other forms of inheritance tax planning, you retain control of the investments. If you want to draw an income from them, you can, or if you ever need to cash them in completely, you can.